let's go ahead and dive into Libra. Listen to your love, your money, your spirit message. I want to see what's going on with you guys for this week. You know, let's see what you guys got going on. Some forgiveness, apparently, is what need to be going on. It's a little bit of forgiveness. So we got manifest. Okay, so we'll start off with you guys' love. We got unrequited love. It says there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Ah, shit, Cardi B. No, there's not enough attraction to be able to keep the relationship flowing and going at this time. So, we're going to go ahead and dive a little deeper into this. Let's go ahead and just see what's happening right now. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not enough attraction here. We start off with the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe, you met this person when you were kind of like, you might not have been feeling like the best at the time. You might have been feeling like you just needed something new because you were still dealing with someone of your past or some type of past situation. And because of that, dealing with the passion, you just were looking kind of for something, and I feel like you might have met a person, and you guys start to kick things off from there. But I don't feel like it was something that was really strong enough to make something last for you. You start off with the 5 of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Cups right here. So I almost feel like you needed something to get your mind off of a situation. You know what I mean? Like almost like you just kind of needed something. This is going to be a person. This could actually be something that you enjoy doing. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it is a person. Could definitely be like a Scorpio. We got popping up here. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have popping up here as well. It could be any sign. It's for a lot of you guys, right? So when I look at this right here, I definitely feel like you needed something to take your mind off a situation. And you guys might have started something. Something might have looked good in the beginning stages when you guys start this, but I feel like right now you want to be free. You know what I mean? I feel like you're more so wanting to be free at this time. I feel like there's a lot more that you're seeing. You might have felt like you just need some time to heal or something like that. You also have this 5 of Swords popping up here, so you could be like hearing things. Maybe getting to know this person a little more from just what you first thought about them. So there could be like some messages coming in or gossip, really what it might be, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like there's some information coming back to you about this situation. Look at this. So we got the 7 of Pentacles clarified by the 9 of Swords. Yeah, you could have definitely thought the grass was greener on the other side. You could be missing your old life or old person or old partner that you were with. For some of you guys, for others of you guys, you could be just in a place of regret, thinking to yourself, damn, I should have never even got myself in this situation. So I feel like that it might be good for you guys who are in this place, to kind of really think about what's going on right now. Why do you feel like, why did you feel like the grass is green on the other side? Like you should start something. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself. And maybe the universe is trying to show you that it's a good thing for you to take some time really with yourself, so that way you can really heal. Because I feel like that you might not fully be healed, Libra, from a past relationship or a past situation. You might not really be fully healed at this time, and I feel like you kind of need to, because it's almost like you have this never-ending situation. Where for some of you guys at least, where maybe you guys get with cheaters, maybe you guys get with abusive people, whether they're like mentally abusive or whatever abusive, I feel like that you guys kind of like aren't taking some time to really heal, and you really need to take some time to stop, just love on you, work on yourself. And as you're working on yourself, not looking at what looks good on the outside. Oh, that looks like it'd be so great to have a relationship. Looks like it'd be so great to be more with this person, or that person looks like they probably have the best life. Don't look at the grass as green on the other side, but really more so focus on what you have and build what you have, and you will attract. Now, I do feel like there is new love coming in for you guys. This could be another earth sign, or this could be an earth sign. You have the Ace of Pentacles over the Queen of Pentacles popping up right here. So I definitely do feel like this could definitely be a Virgo coming through for you at this time, or a Capricorn, you know, that's coming through for you. I feel like this could be a gift from the universe. So some of you guys might have recently separated from a person, or you guys are on the verge of separating, and you guys are going to end up meeting somebody new or whatnot. And for others, you guys, you know, some of you guys just need to sit your ass down, straight up, Libras. Some of y'all just need to sit your ass down, skip this round. Okay, the universe will bring some around later on, but skip this round. Some of y'all need to sit your ass down. Not everybody, some of you guys, this is going to be good. You know, if you've been looking for love, if you're single and you're ready for a new love, yeah, definitely, like I said, it could be a Virgo that's going to be coming in for you that you're connect with. I think Libras and Virgos, y'all are kind of like a good fit. We got the 10 of, not the best fit, but still, I've seen pretty good relationships from Virgos and Libras. But so we have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Wands popping up for you guys as well. So I feel like there's something needs to come to an end, like a way of thinking, maybe a way that you've been doing things, maybe the way that you've been dating, maybe the type of people you've been dating. I almost feel like it's like maybe you've gained some type of had some type of conversation, and after having this conversation, you know, you've got enough information to let you know that something needs to come to a close. This could be a way of thinking, or maybe even a relationship with a person. But I definitely feel like something is needing to come towards an ending, and this definitely could be a type of way of thinking that you have. You know, so it's like I'll meet some people that think that, oh, I could never date this type of person because I'm too wild. So I only date these type of people. But then every time they date these type of people, they always complain that, you know, these type of people never love them, or they cheat, or whatever, you know. It's like, so maybe you need to stop telling yourself what you can't do and try something different, Libra. You know, just take a chance and try something different. Stop looking at the same things. You know, stop going off the same ideas. To do the same thing and think you're going to get a new result is insanity. All right, it's just crazy, sort of crazy. Okay, so I don't feel like you need to give up. You have the 4 of Cups popping up with the Ace of Swords. So I don't feel like you need to give up at this time, Libra. I do feel like that you need to keep trying, and you need to recognize why maybe your first manifestation didn't work the first time. You know, maybe you tried manifesting a person before and then it didn't work in your favor. You know, what was it that what was off about your manifestation when this person came through? What was off about your manifestation in that when that person came through? And see, how can you actually target it? How can you actually fix the little parts that were off in your manifestations? Don't give up, but keep trying. Trust the ideas that you have at this time as well when it comes towards love, or meeting people, or hanging out with people, or dating new people. You know, trust the ideas that you have in your head. If you feel like a no, then no. If you feel like a yes, you know, then you should go ahead and make some moves or whatnot. But I feel like you really need to trust yourself at this time, you know, and what you're doing. Enough about that lovey-dove stuff. We got manifesting. It says you have the power to manifest what you've been writing, or what you want, by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. I actually do this. You know what I mean? This is very true. You know, you can write down what you expect and what you're manifesting, and then you take actions toward. You write it down as if you already have it. Then you take action towards achieving what you want, and it works. You know what I mean? Like something about writing down your life and then putting forth the energy for it, it actually really does work. So, you know, I definitely feel that's something that the universe is saying that you guys need to do at this time. Oh, a lot of accomplishments. Yeah. So in your realms of career, it could be something that's come to a close in your life. Could definitely be something that's come to a close in your life. It might have been a scary time, Libra, when it came to a close. You know, definitely could have been scary how everything happened, because it might have been abrupt, or you could have saw it coming until it finally just like really hit. This could have like affected you. But I feel like it's not meant to hurt or harm you, Libra. It's meant to push you forward. Yep, you got that Ten of Swords popping up again, clarified by the Three of Wands. So I do feel like with this Ten of Swords popping up at this time, and just air and fire, they blend together. So this is for your good, Libra. This isn't to hurt you or harm you. This is for your good. So I feel like that there had to be some type of closing of something. Something had to come to an end. But as that came to an end, it wasn't like a bad ending. It was like new birth. So that way a new beginning can start for you. I feel like that you might already be some of you guys are already manifesting something towards yourself. You're already manifesting some type of victory in your life, and it's coming through for you. For others of you guys, need to kind of get on it a bit more and push for that to come through for you. But I feel like for most of you guys, you've already been doing it. Now, I do feel like that you guys have had some success coming through for you with the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Five of Cups. So, check this out. When it comes towards our manifestations in our financial realm, even me, the master, right? And manifesting things in my life, I don't always hit the target, okay? Well, I do always hit the target, but, I don't always hit the target the first time that I try, but one thing about me is I'm an Aries at Taurus. So I'm April 23rd. I'm very determined and I'm very bullheaded. You're not going to tell me that my manifestation didn't work. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to make this work, and it's going to happen, and I will win. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how nobody feels. I make this shit happen. Nobody else. It's on me. That's the way that I think. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I think in my mind. My battery might die on my camera real quick. I might switch the battery for y'all. But that's how I think in my head. I don't know. We're good. That's how I think in my head. And that's how you need to think too. Don't let anything try and stop you or block you from what is meant to be for you, and manifest it. I feel like that you need to stop looking at the negative things that you don't like about your life with this Five of Cups. So look at the things that you don't like about your life. I just talked to Aries about this too. It's crazy. So you don't need to look at the negative things or the things that you don't like about your life, but you need to look at the positive things, things that you do have. Focus more on that, because you're going to attract more of the things that you want in your life when you do. Start telling yourself that you're amazing. Start telling yourself how great and how financially blessed you are, and how money always flows to you and abundance has always flown. Oh, I'm a Libra rising. You know what I mean? So Libra, really, it's probably the universe that got me over here talking to y'all from the get-go. I'm just on my camera. I don't know why I can't focus on my eyes. So like I was saying, you guys have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like that there is movement coming in for you, fast movement coming in for you. I feel like that you guys have to be in control of your emotions, because the universe is changing things right now. So it's going to be a bit chaotic. We got fire and water here. That's chaotic energy you guys are going to feel. So in this shifting of things moving for you, it might be a bit chaotic. And the shifting of things moving a bit fast, that might be moving fast, but in chaotic energy. Like you lose a job and you get a job, the same week. You know what I mean? It might be like chaotic type energy. You lose, you get evicted out of a place and you have to leave, and then once you have to leave that place and whatnot, you get into a new place and you have a better job and a better place, and everything works out for you, like chaos magic. You know what I mean? So it could be a little bit chaotic for you guys moving forward, but I feel like be in control of your emotions, because everything's going to work out just fine. Yeah, you guys have the Nine of Swords coming up next, clarified by the Six of Cups. So I do feel like that, you might be in a place where you're like, man, I feel like I always start to build and then it falls apart. Or it's like I'm always pushing forward. And I get so far, 5 steps forward, just to take 8 steps back, But you don't need to see it like that. Everything that you're doing is actually being in a line. You're meant to go this far at this place for this long, then time for you to start something new. It's not that you're building some type of big thing, but it's like you're learning lessons one at a time. So this job here was a lesson. This career here was a lesson. This thing here was a lesson, because they all equal up to your bigger picture, and that's how you need to see it. I feel like that, when you're, you might be in regret because you took some type of opportunity. So be careful at this time towards like things that people are trying to offer you. are things that people are trying to, you know, like for instance, there might be somebody saying, "Oh yeah, come work for me with this commission job," or blah blah blah. It's this and that, you know, and you might want to watch out for things like that. I definitely feel that you need to be very cautious towards, you know, what people are trying to bring towards you when it comes to your quote unquote opportunities that they can give you. I have this opportunity for you to do this and this opportunity for you to do that. I feel like that you might have some type of regret that comes from an opportunity that's going to present itself in the future. So watch out for that right there. Okay. And this could be from, this could be something that has to do with like your parents or something like that, or maybe there's like somebody who's going to see something that's not fair, that's empower you. Different could be like your parents or your grandperson like that. That's going to see that you did something stupid. You know what I mean? You trusted the wrong person, or someone took advantage of you or whatnot. But I feel like that as this, like I told you guys earlier, avoiding an opportunity. I feel like as that pops up, you know, that either your parents or somebody like in that authority, I feel like it's going to be mom and dad or something like that. Are going to watch out for you, or grandpa and grandma are going to be there to watch out for you and make sure things are okay. You know, but I do feel like you kind of need to be careful when it comes towards some type of situation, you know. So you have the king and the queen of king of wands and the queen of pentacles popping up at this time. You know, I do feel like that there might be a lot of looking back at the past, and you need to be looking towards your future. You know, now what I would suggest is like utilize look back at your past so that way you can paint your future. You know, so you need to look back at the things that, you know, you're good at. Maybe when you were younger, you had some goals or some things that you like to do. Look back at those things. Look back at the things that you were good at, and then figure out how to monetize those in today's world. I feel like that as you look back at those past things, you'll be able to figure out how to monetize it in today's world, and you'll be able to bring in some good revenue for you as well. Okay, last but not least, in your realms of finance, you guys have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like that you need to create your own opportunities. Go reach out to people, see who's hiring or who can help you out with your new job, who can help you to reach this level or that level. You know, the worst thing you can do though is be still and not plant seeds with the Knight of Pentacles. So you need to make sure that you're planting seeds, that you're reaching out to people, that you're doing what you can to be able to have the opportunities coming for you, and not just waiting on the universe to do all the work, Libra. Okay, now we have the honeybee. It says, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So Libra, when it comes towards your spirit message at this time, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority. You need to be forgiving and releasing at this time. Not trying to hold on, Libra, tilting your scales. You know, I told you, I'm a Libra rising. I understand. We'll tit our scales quick. We'll see what another person does and be like, how could they do that? But we don't even look at what we be doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, look at the type of shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about that right there. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Libra, don't be like that. Forgive at this time. Forgive and release, and things will be fine for you. I guarantee it. You know, I feel like you might already know what I'm talking about. This could have to do with a person in your life, maybe a mother, a sister, or a friend, or a spouse, or somebody this has to deal with, that you already know who it is. You know what I'm saying? You have the High Priestess. And I feel like that maybe like it could have to do with some type of like a financial situation. Maybe somebody was stingy with you and didn't look out for you the way they said they would. Maybe somebody took something from you knowing that you needed at this time, but instead of actually looking out for you, you know, they were like, nah, give me that shit now. I need it more. You know, but I feel like that there's like something that it's almost like you knew you couldn't depend on somebody, or you knew you couldn't really trust the situation or whatnot, and that person let you down. But at seems like Tom, I feel like that maybe like you shouldn't hold this against this person. I feel like that this person has, if you don't tilt your scales, you really see this person has invested in your life a lot, and that this person really does care about you a lot. I feel like this individual that cares about you a lot, and or if the situation has provided for you a lot. So I would not be in a situation where I break things off with the individual or something like that. You know, you also have this Page of Cups clarified by the Five of Cups. So yeah, it could definitely be some type of immature situation that went on with somebody that you loved or somebody that you really cared about. Could definitely have been immature. You might have caught this person sending like messages, or maybe you caught a person like writing somebody or DMing somebody. For some of you guys out here, you could have caught a person that was sending some type of flirtatious energy out or whatnot. I don't see that anybody has actually cheated or anything like that. I don't see that anybody has actually done anything, but maybe there was a person that was entertaining somebody that went on, and you need to let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? You need to definitely let that shit go. Look, hey, before I can even do it, we got the Eight of Cups clarified by the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you got to walk away from things that aren't really serving you. You know, especially if there's a person in your life that you know that this relationship is actually pretty toxic. This relationship isn't really going nowhere. Then you need to, you need to walk away from the things that really aren't serving you. You need to get some movement in at this time to be able to walk away as well. It could be a little bit chaotic because, you know, sometimes it is chaotic. Sometimes you need to move. Okay, some of you Libras might be staying with the person or living with family or living with your parents or living with a friend or whatnot, and you need to pack your shit up and move. Okay, so that way you can be able to be your own boss. Because it's like this never-ending nightmare. We got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords. This never-ending nightmare doesn't have to be never-ending. It can come to an end when you put an end to a way of thinking. Let me tell you something that changed my life. What changed my life was realizing that nobody and nothing is coming to save you. Nobody and nothing is coming to hold your hand. It's only you came in this world alone, and you're gonna go out this bitch alone. Okay, so that means that you have to watch your own back and you have to count your own stats. Okay, something that changed my life. So if you change the way that you're thinking and you get out of this place of regret and you just put a close and an ending to that thinking, then you'll be able to move on towards the new. You know, so I feel like that you need to change your thoughts. You need to change your energy right now, because it's almost like you keep going back into these same type of relationships, or going back to the same person, or going back to the same fucked up family members or whatever. And it's like it's time for you to go ahead and get yourself out of this energy and move the fuck on. We got the Three of Wands clarified by the Nine of Cups. You know, like it's going to be a little bit chaotic in this energy. We got a lot of water and fire. Let's see, water. We got water and earth at the end though. Okay, that's what we want. We want that water and earth. So, you know, I definitely feel like that you have to be in control of your emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, but instead start to look for your ways to move on. You got to get up and move on. You know what I'm saying? Pack up, move on, head to the next. That's what it's about at this time. It's time for you to get some movement. Your manifestations are coming in for you as well. So you have this Ten of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands, Libra. So I definitely feel like with this Ten of Cups energy that things, wish fulfillments are coming through for you. Things that you were wishing for are actually going to happen for you. You don't have to be in a place of fear, worry, doubt, or any of that, because it's going to happen for you. It's just about you taking action at this time. You need to forgive, you need to release, you need to forgive, and you need to move forward, okay, in your life at this time. I definitely feel like that's what's going to bring all the change that you need. That's what I'm getting for you this week, Libra. Let me know the register in the comments down below. Hey, my name is Saran the Shaman. I am the world's greatest spell practitioner. If you guys are in need of any of the world's fastest working spell workers, you can contact me at 682-446-0265. As you guys contact me, I'll be able to help you guys out. We can have your liver back in 1 to 7 days. We've even healed things like scoliosis through using my Marba spell, okay? We work with spirits like the Ars Gorisha, the Shimham Faraz. We work with Orisha. We work with Jinn. So we do a lot. You know, if you guys are in a place right now where you're wanting to be able to experience true change in your life, contact me today. Go to my Instagram, surroundtheshaman.spellwork. Go check me out, see some of the reviews that we have, and contact me today. I love you guys. 36.